All right, everyone, welcome you guys back to my channel. In today's video, we're taking a look at the Valterra Quick Drain RV Sewer Hose Kit. This sewer hose allows you to drain your black water and gray water tanks at your dump station. When fully extended, the unit will measure 10 feet in length. When fully collapsed, the unit is going to measure about 15 to 16 inches in length. This unit is an 18 mil thick, an 8 mil thick vinyl hose, which means that this hose is not going to be resistant to anything like any punctures or any crushes or leaks or anything like that. If I was to crush this sewer hose will break. This sewer hose, I have two fittings on it already. These are the Camco twist. This is the Camco twist connect kit that I have on here. On this end, you're going to have your bayonet fitting. Your bayonet fitting is going to allow you to add on to your RV sewer hose kit. You also are going to have a lug fitting. Your lug fitting is also going to allow you to add on to your RV sewer hose kit at this time. So before I do another video on another sewer hose, I wanted to show you guys how weekend RVers use this type of hose for RVing. Okay, most of the time when you hear me say weekend RVing, you're thinking about going camping for the weekend, and you want to have a hose that you want to use for RVing. Okay, so basically with this hose, what you're going to get is you're going to get a really thick, a really nice plastic, a really nice 8 mil vinyl, which is not high enough in the mill thick of the hose. This unit again is basically a 24 mil thick hose, an 8 mil thick vinyl hose, which basically is going to resist pinholes and leaks, which is not going to resist pinholes and leaks. This hose is going to be very vulnerable to getting pinholes and leaks because of how thin the vinyl is. This unit basically will allow you to expand and retract. This unit will allow you to expand and retract, which basically is going to be a really nice oddity with this hose. And so with this hose here, what you're going to get here is you're going to get fittings that come separately with the unit. And like I said before, I'm going to show you guys how to use this sewer hose one time. I'm going to show you guys how to use the sewer hose one time tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk about how to use your RV sewer hose, and we're going to talk about some of the stuff that you can and cannot do. We're going to talk about do's and don'ts with your RV sewer hose kit that you have. Okay, so this is basically a beginner sewer hose for beginners. If you want to purchase some fittings for your RV sewer hose, basically you can. With every RV sewer hose you've got your fittings that come with it. You've got all the accessories that come with it. All right. So we're going to talk about this being a pro. This is not a pro sewer hose. This is basically a beginner RV sewer hose that you have to think about purchasing. Okay. So again, you're going to have you're going to have your bayonet fitting on this end, and you're going to have your lug fitting on this end. So that's basically what's going to be it for your RV sewer hose kit. And so that's what you're going to get with this RV sewer hose kit. So ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to buy this RV sewer hose kit, this sewer hose does cost about $18 to $20 on eBay or Amazon. So I have seen some prices where this hose would cost about $30-something on eBay or Amazon. So if you want to purchase this sewer hose off of eBay or Amazon, you can. But this sewer hose is not going to last you a long time. This sewer hose will probably last you about up to 6 months to a year because of how thin the build is of the hose. Also, another thing I'd like to talk to you guys about is the helix design of the hose itself. Okay, so what we have here is, if you look on the inner helix, you can see that the helical coil is on the inside of the hose instead of the outside. That will trap any of the crap that flows through the wastewater hose that will flow in and out of the wastewater unit. Now, this is basically what happens. If you have a sewer hose like this, you're going to get crap trapped in here. You're going to get buildup of raw sewage. You're going to get a buildup of poop in here, and that's what can cause the sewer hose to get clogged over time. Okay, so that's what's really going to be the downside about this hose. If you think about this sewer hose being good for you to use. So tomorrow we're going to talk about fittings. We're going to talk about fittings that are sold separately with this unit. We're going to talk about how to insert. We're going to talk about how to install fittings on this RV sewer hose. So, ladies and gentlemen, that should do it for today's look. But that should not be your only concern. But if you guys are concerned about purchasing another RV sewer hose with this, another RV sewer hose, you can. But we're going to talk about purchasing an RV sewer hose tomorrow. We're going to talk about purchasing the right RV sewer hose tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for today's video. So that will be it for today's video. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how to purchase the right RV sewer hose that you've got. Or we may do this video later tonight since I'm going to be up, okay? So that'll be it for tonight's video. Have a great day.